Thoughts. How's everybody doing on this Thursday afternoon? Yes, we are live from the 25-foot bunker deep underground, where it's safe from all of the, or what's left of the COVID zombies. I think that they're getting fewer by the by the day. So, at least I'm able to come out of the bunker and go check on the chickens and make sure they're okay and all that jazz. But anyways, welcome to the show. Got some interesting topics to kind of discuss. One of which I had just seen, and I can tell you that I know it's a very hot topic. No matter which side of the fence you stand on, it's a hot topic. But try to get into that. Try to get into, when Mac updates their computer, it signs you out, then you gotta remember the frickin' password, all that stuff, yeah. So, I gotta figure out that. That's kinda aggravating. So, the thing is that I know we talked about how, I'm kind of 50-50. I guess we're going to get just straight into it. Which I am. I'm just kind of 50-50 on it. You know what I mean? And let me just fix this. And I'll tell you why. Fuck it. I'll tell you why. I mean, it's because of, how do you put this nicely? My religious beliefs, because I am, Baptist, and, they don't believe in abortion, and they don't believe in, doing all that stuff. Now, mind you, when I go 50-50, right, and this is what I mean by 50-50, and I'm going to put the article up on the live thing here in a minute, once I get it straight. Okay. What I mean by 50-50 is that just because I believe in a faith, but then I also believe in something else, doesn't mean I just don't have an opinion. Now, my other side of the fence is that I believe that it's a woman's choice to do what she wants. I don't think that it's anybody else's choice except for that particular person. Now, and I'm not a doctor, but I guess I have heard in some cases that if the birth was, hurting or killing the mother, I guess they have to make a choice. But that's out of their control. But I've got the article, and we're gonna go through the article over here, and I'll pull it up here. So it says this is Ron DeSantis signs a bill banning abortions after 15 weeks. It just came out today, or updated today. Says signed a bill that bans most abortions after 15 weeks, making Florida the latest restricted access to the medical procedure. Just 2 days ago, Oklahoma's governor signed a bill that would make performing an abortion a felony in most cases. Wow. The new Florida law, which takes effect July 1, will replace a previous one that allowed abortions up to 24 weeks of pregnancy. House Bill 5 protects babies in the womb who have beating hearts, who can move and who can taste and who can see and who can feel pain, DeSantis said Wednesday. Life is a sacred gift worthy of our protection, and I'm proud to sign this great piece of legislation which represents most of the significant protections for life in the state's modern history. The new 15-week ban does not make exemptions for cases of incest, rape, or human trafficking. It does allow an abortion if it would save the life of a pregnant person or prefer. Okay, so that's one of the things we talked about. That it does allow an abortion if it would save the life of the pregnant person. So the doctor would have to choose, what to do. Abortions discovered after 15 weeks. In such cases, 2 doctors saying to be able shortly after the birth, before an abortion can't happen. So they have to sign off on this. 2 doctors must sign off, saying the baby will die shortly after birth before an abortion can happen. Groups including Planned Parenthood warned that marginalized communities, including Black and Latino residents, will have the added burden of traveling out of state for the procedure. Okay. We've entered a dangerous time for Floridians. Reproductive freedom in just a few months. Thousands of pregnant people in Florida will no longer be able to access the care they need without leaving their state, said Planned Parenthood President Alexis Johnson in a statement. I'm not too for sure about what this Planned Parenthood is, unless it's another name for abortion or something like that. But I never really understood what. I mean, I probably could if I looked it up, but the Planned Parenthood. The supporters of this bill have put their own political ambitions and beliefs before the health and futures of their constituents. So this law is modeled after another in Mississippi that has also banned abortions after 15 weeks of pregnancy. The law is currently being considered to the Supreme Court, which justices in 6 number of conservative majority willing to uphold the law. Okay, and it goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. So the gist of it is that he signed a thing that you could not have an abortions after 15 weeks. I don't know if I'm cool with that. And here's why. I think that women should not have to go through all this cloak and dagger and blah blah blah. I mean, it's their bodies. They can choose what they want to do. I mean, morally, is it right? Probably no. But still, I mean, it's just like with a guy. We can go in and have a vasectomy, right? Where they snip the cojones. That's the right term. And they have no problem. But if a woman wants to have or gets all of her, like a hysterectomy, it probably depends on the hospital, I guess. I don't know. Then, oh my gosh, we can't do that. It's no, you blah blah blah. It's like, really? It's like, does it, because usually a hysterectomy is, if I'm correct, normally performed if, if medically needed. But the thing is that it shouldn't be up to the lawmakers to decide on what women can or cannot do with their bodies. I mean, there's no law against getting plastic surgery. I mean, come on, look at Kim Kardashian. Look how badunkadunk she looks. She looks like the Aunt Fanny from Robots, if you remember that movie. But, I mean, and if they like it, cool. Hey, that's your deal. I get it. No big deal. I'm not, I'm just ribbing. But my thing is that there's no law against that. I mean, I guess if you want to get butt implants, you might have to go to, Mexico or something like that. I don't know. Wherever they have to go, Mexico, Puerto Rico, or I don't know where they go. That's just what I've heard. So, but you can get boob implants here, and but there's no law stipulating, how big or how small they can get them, or how big you have to, be to qualify for that. Because that's what I don't get. I don't get why, women in general have to jump through hoops just to do what they want to do for their body. I mean, it's very simple. If they want to get a hysterectomy, all right, cool. If that's your choice, because some people don't want kids, and they don't want the monthly cycle, so they do the hysterectomy. But it shouldn't be up to other people to decide that. Now, the only factor I could see is that if medically you would not survive the procedure. That's what I would say for like a hysterectomy. But going back to the abortion thing, I don't believe in I believe in that you shouldn't kill the baby, because of my religion and whatnot. But on the flip side of the coin, I don't believe that it should be up to lawmakers and stuff like that, to decide what they want to do. Now, having said that, to say this, I would love for people to, and I guess depending on the situation. I would like to see, if all possible, and I know every situation is different, but I would like to see, at least if you don't, or think about, like, giving up for adoption, and whatnot. I mean, I understand some kids are like, my parents will kill them, and it's like, well, but it just I just don't think that it's right for lawmakers and government to decide on what a woman can do with their body. That isn't sit well with me, because if that's the case, then why not say, hey, you got to get this guy to sign off and that guy to sign off just for you to have a vasectomy for the guys. And I don't know if every hospital goes through that or a doctor's office goes through that. But I'm just saying, like, it's crazy. It's like we're yeah, there might be differences between the male and female, not just physical, but more, mindset, if you will, like what is the book called? Men are from Mars and women are from Venus. But nevertheless, it doesn't make a difference what, race you come from or what race you are, creed, family, country, whatever. Male and female, side by side, we both bleed the same blood. I mean, different types, but we both, the analogies, yeah. So, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, why is there stipulations on females, but not on, like, us as males? Why? Because we have a penis and they have a vagina? I mean, come on. It's not rocket science. It's their body. If they can decide to do all the other plastic surgery stuff and enlarge their lips to make them look like a giant pillow, I guess. Or, you ever seen those where the girls put like the Botox, because in between your lips and the muscle of the lips you have a space between there, and that's where they stick the needle in and put the Botox in there. The Botox is basically, it comes from, I believe, the pituitary gland, if I believe so, from a horse. And then they put it inside or in between your lip and the muscle in that space, and they inject it and they massage it, and it looked like a balloon. It looked like, a raft. And then if something goes wrong, you get an infection from it, then you're going to look like somebody put a vacuum cleaner to your lips. But nevertheless, there's no sanctions on, at least that I know of, on doing stuff like that. But which, I understand, like, if, a girl's been raped or, all that jazz where, can't control what's going on, trafficking, stuff like that. All that, and consider, that's all, stuff like that. But, it's a hard decision. It's a hard, I don't know at all. I can only imagine, being a woman and going in there and saying, I'd like to abort my baby. Like the emotional and the moral, fighting that, that you're doing, it's just crazy. Listen. The other day I was thinking about, like with my surgery and with the colon and stuff like that, and I'm like, man, our bodies are like a nuclear reactor. It's like, we eat to feed us, right? And then what happens is it churns up, blah blah blah, comes, yeah, But a woman's anatomy, they can make babies. I mean, obviously, everybody knows that. They can make babies. Now, that's pretty cool. I don't know if I'd want to be pregnant. I know I'd be like a little girl. I'd be, drugs. Need drugs now. But to me, it sounds like with this article that, you know, they're trying to control the population, which, I hope that's not true. Because that means they try to control everything, like Skynet. But my thing is that I think it's up to the woman to do ultimately what she wants. Because without your mom or your dad, we would not be here. You would not be here. So on and so forth, if you're older, younger, whatever. It's the time will go on. But, I just don't think that anybody should tell, anybody what to do about their body, at least. Because that's their choice. That's their choice on what they want to do in accordance of how they feel. Like I said, I couldn't imagine the moral battle, like I said, that they're probably fighting. In their head they're thinking, I'm going in and I'm basically killing this baby. That's a lot to take in. But somehow they are resilient and they come back and they have a couple days or what longer if need be, and they come back and somehow they bounce back. I don't know how you do it, but like I said, they're very resilient, and it's crazy. But yeah, I just don't think that they should be able to do that to me, because I don't think they should be able to control what what they want to do. Now, if it's incest, listen, I'm not going to say yay or nay, because that would be up to the doctor at hand. But, I guess, I don't know. I don't know about that situation. I'm not a doctor. I couldn't imagine what the child would probably look like if it was born. But like I said, I don't think that bill is right. Because it's they're not letting them choose. Because they may need more than 15 weeks to to make a decision. They may be on the verge and the cusp of keeping it versus getting rid of it. And you wanna speed them up. I don't know. I don't know where this world is coming to, but it just seems like it's coming to a lot of these states are going to be doing the same thing. If it's coming to it, then it's going to be like, they're going to start controlling the population, and then you're going to be like, I can't remember the Justin Timberlake movie where he had to go through time zones, and he had to pay through tolls and pay time. So it's somehow going to end up to where we got to do all this stuff. But any case, that's my thing with this story. Because I saw that, it didn't sit well with me when I read the headline. And I'm sorry, Ron DeSantis, I can't agree with you with that. But what can you do? You already signed it into law. So, like I said, I believe that 50-50, and I believe that I know there'd be like a moral compass or a moral battle, but nevertheless, it's still, I think, up to the woman, to the female, to decide on what she wants to do. That's really what I think. But I don't know, because I'm a guy. I'm a guy that's never given birth, and I don't want to give birth. No birthy for me. I'm good. We're not going to be like Junior with Arnold Schwarzenegger playing the pregnant guy, on that show. We're not doing that, man. No way, no how. Know what I mean? Bird? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. There we go. We got it cracking, lacking. Cracking, lacking, lacking, cracking. Alright, guys, thank you so much. I am Bull. I hope you enjoyed this. I know it was kind of a little bit goofy or whatever, but I'm trying to open up and kind of, do a little bit more goofiness on these shows. Just ribs and funniness and stuff like that. So, but that's Bull's Thoughts. I appreciate you guys joining me. Hit that YouTube button, or the subscribe button, and then that way when we go live, like on this show. I think there's a live button too you can hit. That way that we're live. So that's it. I thank you guys so much. You guys were awesome. Check out the replay. It's right after this. Check out next Monday. Mad the Savior and I will be doing Social Reload Show. So it's going to be cool. And hopefully there'll be a Bull the Bartender show. One of the original shows. So listen, you guys, take care. Take care of yourself. Take care of others. And just make sure that everybody is calm. We'll see you next time. only on Bulls Radio Lounge.